Hello friends. Today I wanted to talk to you about cardiovascular diseases and problems, which are the #1 cause of deaths worldwide, even ahead of cancer, and also ahead of coronavirus. So we know that we need to pay important attention to these cardiovascular risk factors that can lead us to cardiovascular disease, and among other things, through what we call metabolic syndrome, can lead us to those heart alterations that can lead to death. So we know that the cardiovascular risk factors that can make us sick from these types of alterations are excess cholesterol, excess triglycerides, excess glucose, and also excess uric acid. All of this can lead to an increase in blood pressure. And when we raise blood pressure, the heart starts to beat irregularly. The heart valves are altered, and this leads us to hypertension, resulting in heart failure, which over time can lead to those cardiovascular problems or alterations that can cause death. So, since we know what the cardiovascular risk factors are, it would be very interesting to bring order to that disorder of those cardiovascular risk factors. And we said that one of them is cholesterol. It should also be said that life would not be possible without the presence of cholesterol. But like everything in life, an excess of cholesterol, especially an excess of bad cholesterol, known as LDL cholesterol, which are low-density lipoproteins that transport cholesterol from the liver to the periphery. However, there is another type of cholesterol called good cholesterol or HDL cholesterol, which transports cholesterol from the periphery of the body directly to the liver. Well, we know that there are preparations, dietary supplements, and micronutrients that can help us regulate that balance of cholesterol, maintaining high good cholesterol and low bad cholesterol. In this sense, the extract of fermented red yeast rice should be taken at night, because we know that the synthesis, formation, and production of cholesterol is fundamentally nocturnal. So, a nutritional support with preparations that provide the extract of fermented red yeast rice would be very appropriate to take at night to modulate and regulate that balance of cholesterol. If what we have is an increase in triglycerides, then omega-3 fatty acids would be more indicated here. Omega-3 fatty acids modulate this other type of fat called triglycerides, which in excess can also act as a cardiovascular risk factor. But if we have already reached an increase in glucose, we know that glucose has a very harmful effect, a very detrimental effect on vascular endothelium, and all vascular structures gradually and slowly decrease, which can lead to an ischemic stroke, diabetic retinopathy, acute myocardial infarction, renal failure issues, and alterations in the lower limbs, all due to the slow and gradual obstruction caused by excess glucose. Therefore, preparations that include berberine, alpha-lipoic acid, and chromium picolinate, which improve insulin receptor sensitivity, would be very indicated to regulate glucose balance. If what we have elevated is uric acid, cherry extracts are very indicated in these cases. And if we have already reached problems of high blood pressure, preparations that provide those marine-derived peptides that stimulate nitric oxide, and we know that nitric oxide is a vasodilator, decrease peripheral resistance overall. And this helps us regulate blood pressure issues. All of this combined with a good diet, good nutrition, and good exercise are the most suitable pillars to regulate these cardiovascular risk factors that can lead us to death from the disease. The term USAN cardiovascular. USAN refers to a significant number of cardiovascular events, for instance. In the context of those, this could mean a large quantity of heart-related cases or conditions that must be studied, or, for example, when discussing cardiovascular health, it's important to consider the multiple factors related to heart disease, such as diet, exercise, understanding the large number of cases, or USAN, helps in grasping the scale of cardiovascular issues globally.